Hola and welcome to Lindita's Backyard Kitchen. And we are gonna have an amazing day today because we're gonna be barbecuing some baby back spare ribs. And you know what? They're really special because it's a recipe that my brother Rudy was very well known for from Woodstock, Illinois, right? So at any rate, let's get started. And this is his recipe, so I just want to share this with you because it is gonna be amazing. You're gonna taste the love. So we're gonna start out with our vinegar because you got 24 cups of water, and we're gonna add, and I've already kind of started this a little bit just to kind of get it going, but what you want to do with this recipe is add a quarter of a cup of vinegar, distilled white clear vinegar. We're gonna add it, and then 1 tablespoon of just pepper, the coarse pepper. And a tablespoon of the garlic salt, and we'll give it some flavor. That will give it some flavor. Okay, so we're gonna stir it up a little bit, and then we're gonna pop our little, I got 3.5 pounds of rib, and this is the baby back. Okay, we don't do anything to it. You know, you can clear off the ends and the membrane on the back. We don't do anything with it. We let it kind of stay in there because it's gonna get boiled. We're gonna boil this, so we want it to stay intact. And you'll see what I'm saying, okay? So let's get started. We'll toss this in there and get the boiling going. Okay, so we have it on a medium heat right now. I've already added my ingredients, so I'm gonna toss this in. And just, oh yeah. Put it right in the water. Like I said, 24 cups of water. And then we're gonna bring it to a boil. Bring it to a boil. And then once it starts boiling, we're gonna bring it down to a simmer, and it's gonna simmer for 2.5 hours. Okay, we have come to a boil, and now we're gonna reduce the heat down to a simmer. And we're gonna take it inside and continue our cooking for 2.5 hours. Okay, so let's bring it inside and we're gonna get started on our next recipe. It's time to make our potatoes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pan fry these. So I've gone ahead and added about a tablespoon of the oil to get it going, okay? And then what we've done is we've got the medley potatoes that I use, and I just love them because they're colorful and they're fun and they're really tasty. And it doesn't take that long to cook. So, you know, I've got the different colors, so I'm gonna go ahead and quarter. If they're big, go ahead and quarter them. And then if they're small like this, just go ahead and go with a half. So, and I love, like I said, I love color in my food, and you do too, because once you have color, it does taste better. I know. All right, so what we're gonna do is bring our little potatoes over here. I just move them around a little bit. And then I'm gonna add a half a teaspoon of the oregano right into it. 1/2 teaspoon of the black pepper. I love the coarse black pepper. And then a teaspoon of the garlic salt. You don't have to add, you know, if you don't have the garlic salt, you can do like a half a teaspoon of the powder and a half a teaspoon of the salt. But in this case, we're gonna go ahead and use 1 teaspoon of the garlic salt. And about a teaspoon again of my rosemary, which I picked from my garden this morning. I'm just gonna toss it in a little bit more in there for some flavor. Whoops. Oh. And then 1 teaspoon, because I like to spicing it up a little bit. You know how I am. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of Lindita's hot salsa mix. Optional, of course. And then 2 of the, what did I have? 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of my olive oil. And we're gonna mix it all up. You know, you can also put them in a bag and do them overnight. You know, that's really a fun way to do it too. I make my papitas, my breakfast papitas like that. So we're gonna mix it nice and good. And I think my skillet is ready. So we're gonna toss them right in there. A little bit more. A little bit more mix in there. Yeah. They all marry each other and they're gonna taste really good, you'll see. So we're gonna head and just toss it into our skillet. And give it a couple stirs here, get them cooking. And this is not gonna take that long, believe me. It's about 8 to 10 minutes, and it's gonna be at a medium high. Well, it is right now, so I'm gonna just bring it down a little bit, but you'll be able to tell. Okay, whoa, out there. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and cover it up. And those will sit there for like about 8 minutes. So let's get started on our corn salad. Okay, it's time to get ready for our corn and tomato salad. This is so refreshing and easy. And all you'll need for this is 2 cans of your corn. Okay, it's about 15 ounces of corn. You want to drain it really well. And then just add it to your bowl, just like this. Then we're gonna add about a half an onion, and this is a yellow onion. So we wanna go ahead and add our onion. Cut it. And you don't need that much onion because I'm gonna add a little bit of the red onion, just for color and the flavor. You know, you want the freshness with this recipe. Okay, so there's a couple of options with this recipe. You can actually have it hot if you want, because I'm going to be adding some bacon to it. But in this case, I want a cold salad. So we're going to add our onion, and I just have like about just a little tablespoon, let's just say, of the red onion. And this is just for fun and for color. As you know, I love color in my food, and we all do. So just break it up, put it in there. And I'm gonna add my tomato, and I'm gonna do that last, okay? So we're gonna add our cilantro, fresh cilantro. And that's about a half a cup. I'm just gonna cut it down a little bit more. And part of it's from my my garden too. So we're gonna go ahead and add it right in. Put this aside. And then next, we're gonna go ahead and do let's do our lime. The lime, you need just 1 lime, and I like to, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it. And I'll do it Tenchita's way, my mother's way. Grab your fork and just squeeze it. Just go ahead, put it right here. Let's squeeze it all out. It's really refreshing too. So you just need 1 lime. Okay, so now we're gonna get doing our little tomate, our tomato. Whoa. So I'm gonna put this aside here. Go ahead and remove the little head. My mother used to say, la cabecita del tomate. This is really, really juicy. So I'm gonna just do this at the end here. Fresh tomato. This is not from my garden, but close. Go ahead and dice it. And at the end, you know, you have to just do it all. Break it up. Cut it up. Nice dice, because I love fresh tomatoes too. And you want them just diced. You don't really need to make them really small. Okay, let's scoop this up. Nice. And for this recipe as well, you know, I did use a little fresh, you can use just a light Anaheim, you know, chili pepper, chili. And this is from my garden. And I'm gonna just go ahead and just cut it right in half. And if you have any seeds that you wanna take out, because it is a mild chili, so we'll go ahead and just scoop that out. Toss it out to the side. And it's not hot at all, so you don't have to worry about getting it in your eyes or anything like that, okay? So we're gonna toss a little head over there, move this aside. It's really refreshing. They're so crunchy too. You can taste the love in these peppers. And if you get a couple of seeds in there, hey, no worries. No worries. Okay. Toss that in the salad. And then, not last, but the bacon. The bacon, that's totally your preference. I like 2 to 3 slices, and you cook them and just drain all the fat out of them and just chop them up. And we're gonna add this to our salad. And of course, we're gonna use, just a pinch of my pepper here. I love pepper. And a little bit of salt. See? And of course, the avocado. Now the avocado, as you know, we never know what we're gonna get. And I say that almost every show because I use avocados all the time. And you want to, how beautiful is that? And go ahead and cube it. Well, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just toss this around for a little bit. Go ahead and do this. Then I'm gonna add my avocado at the end. Ay, ay, ay. Híjole. Can you hear it? Hear them all saying yippee? I know. Gotta have fun with it, right? So we'll go ahead and cube it. Oh, you know what I need is a spoon. Would you want to grab me a spoon real quickie? Let's do that. I'm gonna take this off and then cube it. All right, here I thought I had it all together. Awesome. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and add our avocado. Hey. And we're gonna cover it up, and we're gonna toss it in the fridge for just a little bit while everything else is coming together, and we'll get started on our ribs, okay? Let's do it. I'll wrap it up. What a day it's been. I know we've got our potatoes and we got our corn and tomato salad already, and now we got our ribs. Our ribs, we have been cooking for 2.5 hours, okay? And we just brought them out. I know, they're done. And I'm gonna go ahead and showcase here our rib, how beautiful that looks, right? So we boiled them for, like I said, 2.5 hours. And we did add, a little garlic, salt, and some salt and pepper. That's it. Just garlic, salt, and pepper. And so at any rate, this is what you want. How beautiful does this look? Okay, and I'm gonna start on the backside because I'm gonna throw these on the grill. And what I wanted to tell you is when I start this process, of course I use my barbecue sauce. And the barbecue sauce that I'm adding to this is Lindita's salsa mix in your favorite, okay, it's my favorite barbecue sauce. It's 28 ounces, that's it. Put it in a jar container, and I did add my hot mix to it because, we do like it, a little spicy, so you get that sweet heat. And that's what you want with these ribs, Rudy's ribs. So, you know what? I went ahead and stirred this up. I put some in a bowl, and I'm gonna go ahead and just brush it out. Just like this. And I did turn up my grill to, it's about 450 right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put this side down first. You want to coat it nice and well. You know, nice and bubbly. And we're going to put it on the foil. Okay, I'm adding all the sides to it. And you just keep adding as much as you want. That's it. And if you want more, add more. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so this looks good right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put it on my grill. And it's really kind of cranked up. It's about 450 right now. And these ribs are already cooked. So you really don't have to do much more. So we're gonna go ahead, pop this open. Gonna bring this over right on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and just flip it, just like that. And I'm gonna let this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. All right, so we're gonna close the lid here in a few. I'm gonna go ahead and just coat the top part. Ay, 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 this is awesome. The flavors are going to be amazing, and the meat is very tender because we tenderize it and we use the vinegar, and that helps kind of break up the meat, you know, get it real moist and keep it tender. Okay, let's cover it up here, just close it up for about 3 to 5 minutes. Alrighty, let's do it. Well, my ribs are cooking. I want to tell you a little story behind the ribs. My brother Rudy, he was known for his ribs. He loved to cook, and you know, he shared this with me, and above, he's in heaven watching over me right now. And you know, I've got a story. When I was little, I was marching. I wanted to be a Girl Scout, right? A brownie. And you know, Woodstock, Illinois is a small little community. It's beautiful. But I didn't have a uniform. And that day I told my brother, I said, you know, I'd come into the house and he goes, "What's with this sad face?" And I said, "Oh, Rudy, I don't have a uniform to march in my parade." He goes, "What do you mean? You don't have a uniform?" I said, "Well, I don't. We were poor and we couldn't afford it, you know, so." Anyway, he said to me, "Look at the skin. Look at the color of your skin. Look at the color of your eyes. You're brown and you're beautiful. You don't need no uniform to march in that parade." And I went like, "Okay, well, guess what? I marched in that parade." I was so proud. I was looking at my skin and just knowing that I was just brown and beautiful. That's the sort of thing my brother was. I mean, he said the right things at the right time, and boy, could that guy cook. So this recipe, you're gonna taste his love when you try this recipe. I just wanted to share that with you. So now I'm gonna check on it because it's been about what? Yeah, yep, it's ready to turn. So let's toss it on the other side and get the little grill marks on it. Okay. All right, so now what I'm gonna do to make this real easy, because it's already cooked, so I'm gonna just kind of flip it and scoot it to the middle and let it cook up for about another 3 minutes. And just to get the markings on there because it's already done. And then we'll recoat it with a little bit more barbecue sauce. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Looks beautiful. Let's flip these over. Oh yeah. This is the perfect time to add some more barbecue sauce. We're gonna really cake it on there. We're gonna let it bake up a little bit more. You'll be tasting the love, that's for sure. A little bit more, a little dab will do ya. And now would be a good time to let this just kind of bake up a little bit more for just another minute. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. Oh my goodness, it's all done. And doesn't this look fabulous? I know, it was so easy too. You know these ribs, Rudy's ribs, to put them in water and boil them in vinegar and all your little seasonings, tenderizes them, and look how beautiful that looks. I just want to do a little thank you to my brother Rudy. Hey Rudy, you know, you came through again, and these ribs are gonna be fabulous, and you're gonna just bite into everyone and just say thank you. Yay. And my potatoes, the potatoes are just, look how easy everything was. And we added Linditas to everything, you know, just a touch of it. And you'll see when you try it, these recipes, how much you're gonna enjoy them as well. You know, the barbecue sauce, you know, you get that sweet heat, you know, and like I said, on your next recipe, you know, for your meatloaf recipe, could be a show. Let me think about that one. And of course, you know, the tomato and corn recipe is just fabulous because, you know, you can cook this up, but I like it cold. It's nice and it's refreshing and it goes so well together. It just pairs so wonderfully. And I just want to give a little thanks out there, like I said, to my brother, my familia, my son Ian, who is my producer director, who's hanging in there with me on every show. We come up with some great ideas. He's amazing. Thank you, mijo. I appreciate you. Yes. And also, you know, to Basma Fitness. They've been keeping me in shape, so you should check them out. They're online as well. Nick's Garden Center, you're always there for everyone. So you should go down to check out Nick's Garden Center next time you're in the area. Okay, until then, I just want to say enjoy and thank you so much. Salud, mis amigos. Until next time.